Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Back from the dead, you might say. Gran Turismo Sport. We're now watching daily race C of this week from Monday to Sunday. Of course they're called daily races, but they're weekly races. And this is one of the best races I've ever done in this game, honestly. A comeback story. Always great, always good in motorsports, a good underdog winning. Here we go, into turn 1 then, 3 cars ahead of us, a Spaniard and 2 French guys. One French guy already decides he doesn't want to race anymore and he hits us both. Then of course that is all my fault, as you can see by this penalty here, collision with another car. That was so my fault, I apologize for that, of course. Now we've already gained 2 positions from the start. It went quite well. And now let's see if we can maybe gain on the French guy. Will we send it down the inside here? Yes, we do. We go from P4 to P1 in half a lap, or are we? Because in the right bottom corner we can see another car going up our inside. It's a Portuguese man with the same cars as same livery. Basically everybody who wants to be faster uses the Moto Autec Nissan GT2 car. And then we're now heading to the back of the Portuguese man, because obviously we want to overtake him, but we still got that 2-second penalty. So we need to be careful with that, and as we now chase to him, of course still the guys behind us very quick. We started on the mediums. You can also opt for the softs. The Spaniard that actually started on the softs, as he now hits us off, we spin round and they think, oh man, you're in 6th place now. Nope, we still got deserved the penalty. Penalty did a little bit less damage because we of course spun out, but we still lost 7 seconds, as you can see on the left there. Now in P9, will we send it down the inside of the Frenchman here? There's a lot of room, and he probably didn't expect us to be there, but we could just brake so much later than him. I don't know why he was so slow. We are on a slower compound of tires, so it was same tires, or even he had better tires. And we're now headed to the back of this Austrian guy. He wasn't too clean, might we say. Of course, yeah, and then here he pushes us again. He almost forces us into, well, you can't say, yeah, well, that's harsh defending, but it's fair. But then he just pushed us. Then here again, hitting us in the back, as you can see on the radar there. And there's still a good fight going on ahead of us. So if you're bored of my fights, look ahead of us, because it's still going on right there. Almost at the fastest lap of the race right there. And then here we go to third person to see him better. You could see he was pushing our left rear tire, trying to pit us. But ahead there's a pretty harsh battle, as I got a pretty big amount of oversteer. And then here he goes again, forces us off the track, and we're back down to P8. Now we're around 6.7 seconds behind the lead. That is less than which we got from that penalty. So you can see here we are the fastest man on track currently, or actually we're faster than Portuguese. I had no idea if the leaders were fighting. Oh my god, would you look at that chicane. We gained so much time on the Spaniard ahead of us here. And look at this. Here we go, down the inside. We were almost a full second behind him when we went into the depth chicane, and now we're ahead of him. Don't know how we did it. Maybe he's slow, maybe I'm quick, but we got ahead. And honestly guys, if you have GT Sport, go play the weekly race, or the daily race here I should say, right now, because that's chicane is so satisfying with these cars. I know this daily race is kind of overused, but it's still mega satisfying. And then look at who we've got. We've got the Spaniard as company, the guy who spun us out. This will be very interesting to see what we can do with him. There's now a French guy battling with him. A lot of French guys in this lobby. Oh, and we got blocked massively by the Lexus ahead of us. Don't know why he uses a Lexus. Maybe he works for Lexus or anything, but you don't want to use that car here. And can we go down the inside? No, we wait for the big straight, because if we pass him here, then he'll just fly by us on the big straight. But that means that we have a bad exit. And then look behind us, our good friend the Austrian is back. So we give him a little bit of a touch, like, bye, you are not getting my slipstream, you dirty piece of shit. So we head into the slipstream. Of course we're faster now on the straights. We gain a bit of time, we squeeze him onto the curb. He hits us quite hard, but he brakes really early because he's just a pussy. He doesn't dare to brake as late as we do. So yeah, that means that we go ahead, yellow flag, overtaking is prohibited. We have to go slow through the chicane because the Frenchman is ahead of us, but he makes a mistake and we have to swerve all the way to the right. Don't know how we avoided the collision there, but we did, so that's good. And now just braking into the corner. A lap later we pit for fresh softs, and now this is where the fun begins. We already overtook some cars, but now we're on the quicker tire, and you can see some guys actually pit from the soft. Well, actually one guy from this pit we know here. So the rest will all be on the softs. But we go out also on the soft tires, and that is just great. Only the Polish guy now on the medium, so he should be easy meat. Then here comes an Italian who overtakes us because we do not have enough speed coming out of the pit exit, but he's on very old tires, so we should basically really quickly overtake him. Then ahead of us there's a 3-car battle. They're gonna lose a lot of time, you can already guarantee that, so we need to overtake this Italian guy to make use of those 3 cars battling. Will we send it down here, break at the shadow of the crane? Yes, we actually can. It was a really tight gap. He really tried to defend it, then he wasn't too happy about it because he turned in almost a little bit. Might not see it on the screen, but I definitely felt it with the force feedback on my wheel. And now we're just gaining on this French guy. Look at the tire advantage. He's on fresh mediums, we're on fresh softs, and just look how easy we close up to him through the S section, even with the dirty air. Now in the slipstream, look how close we are. And then going to dive it down here, might we actually get those 2 guys ahead of me? We almost do, and we make the corner. It was that he turned in on us that we made contact, honestly, because otherwise you would have just made the corner. And now we're behind our good Spanish friend, making a lot of friends in this lobby. Actually, they hit me off, then I hit them back. Of course. And then now we're behind the Spanish guy. Will we try to overtake him here? No, we're bomb drafting him actually. As we can see that the Portuguese guy is coming out of the pits right now, so we want to use the bomb draft there. I actually didn't see that he came out on the mediums, otherwise we would have just overtaken him instead of bomb draft him all the way through the straight. But we brake as late as we can. We actually get a hit from behind, and that means that we could overtake the Spanish guy, because my softs have enough grip that I could brake way later, although I didn't have the confidence just that. And just look at this. Flying through the walls, flying over the curbs, having no control basically when you go through there. So if you only get it by a millimeter wrong, you're dead. If you lose 10 seconds, you get a collision with a wall penalty and the race is over. But if you nail that corner, it is too satisfying, I'm telling you. And so basically here we moved into the lead. We probably now set the fastest lap. Yes, we do. Means we're the fastest man on track. If the fastest man on track in the lead, then it's easy gains. Put a nice bit of music on for you guys. Yeah, but this sound is just a bit annoying, really. But high-pitched noises, what can you do about it? Some of you might not even hear this. And you can see the seconds are flying by in the top screen. Actually, the thousandths of a second are captured really well now. Normally you just see them fly by. And yeah, we're just easy cruising in the lead. The French guys a little bit behind us. In the last lap you can see that we took it very cautious because the gap was dropping. Real quick. We set fast lap. The Italian guy actually got it in the end. Didn't really matter, because if you look now, we're on the last lap through the final corner, and guess who's gonna win? We're gonna win. Obviously, P1 after being demoted from after starting P4, being demoted to P9, finished P1 like real balls. If you don't think that was a good race, then I don't know what you think is a good race, because we did a lot of overtakes and we were basically just the fastest man out on track. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.